You are watching Makeup 101 with Honey. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to share with you all some tips and tricks that I use in my makeup. Now allow this to be a disclaimer. Everybody's face is different, and what works for me may not work for anybody else. And remember, there are technically no rules when it comes to drag. If you want to be busted, then you can go right ahead. Just kidding! So obviously this is mostly for drag queens, but if you're a real girl, I would stick around as well because there are definitely some things you can pick up on too. So when we're doing drag and transforming from a man into a woman, we always want to remember that we want to reshape our face. We want to change our features, not enhance what we already have. And you might say, honey, my features are perfect. I don't want to change them. And to that I will say, what makes a good-looking boy does not always make a good-looking girl. So first of all, your brows. Unless you were naturally born with some kind of Disney evil queen eyebrow, you definitely want to cover those. And you can find tutorials on that all over YouTube. I know Mystique Summers from Drag Race has one that's really good and I tend to use a lot. So here's trick number one. When I cover my eyebrows, I leave just a very little inside tip on each side of mine uncovered. It provides a really good kickstart for when you begin to draw on your brows. And I think for me at least, it's aesthetically a hell of a lot more pleasing than just... So next of all, your eyes. You definitely want to know your eye shape and take that into consideration when you're doing your makeup. I have naturally downturned eyes, meaning the outside corners almost kind of slant downwards, and it makes me look like a sad puppy, so when I get in drag, I definitely take the opportunity to change that. I take my eye makeup on the corners and I pull it up really tight, so it kind of levels that out and turns them upwards, and it's more beautimous. Again, if you don't know your eye shape, you can look it up on YouTube. I know that Goss Makeup Artist has a really great guide to help you figure that out. So next, most people know to contour your nose, but make sure you're not contouring your nose, if you know what I mean. Make a new shape. You're going to want to come in really close to the center on both sides when you're drawing on your contour to make your nose appear very, very pencil thin. Because trust me, if there's one thing that will kill an absolutely gorgeous face, it's a huge fat fucking elephant trunk stuck right in the center. So you're definitely going to want to slim your nose. And another trick that I use is putting a little contour right above the tip, and it makes a cute little button. And finally, onto your lips. Make sure, unless you have like super sucker DSL lips, that you overdraw them with a pencil liner. And highlight the pout. Some people use foundation, some people use clown white. I tend to kind of steer clear from that route because unless you do it very well, it can look like you kind of like looked up into the sky and a bird shit right on your lips. So I use a jumbo lip pencil from NYX, and I think it's called Vanilla Bean, and it's this silvery beige color. It's very shimmery, and if you just put that in the center and blend it out, it is perfect. So I hope one of these tips might have helped you, and again, I want to emphasize, enhance and reshape your face, not just enhance. And finally, to close out the video, I want to share with you some of my favorite makeup artists on YouTube. The first one up is Misty Eyes, and if you don't know who she is, then you are missing the fuck out, to say the least. She's like the fairy godmother when it comes to drag on YouTube. So run over here and check her out. She's got a lot of great makeup tutorials on there, very informative. Next, I mentioned it before, it's Goss Makeup Artist. He has millions of tips and tricks up his sleeve. It's mostly for everyday biological women, but I know that he has helped me out so many times. And finally, for your taste of fantasy, we have Goldie Starling. She is one of my favorite makeup artists of all time. She is unbelievably talented and deserves all of the respect in the world. Thanks again for spending some time with me, and I will see you next Monday. And if there's something else you want to know from me, be it makeup related or anything else at all, don't be afraid to comment below. Bye guys!